Hello, and welcome to episode 140 of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. My channel is dedicated to the coin-operated video games of yesteryear. Today I'll be reviewing a game from my past, Astro Invader. Astro Invader was released in 1980 by Stern Electronics. My first time playing this game was at a mom-and-pop pizza restaurant in Nashville, Tennessee. Astro Invader is a shooter game in which you control your base with 2 buttons for left and right movement and 1 to fire. You need to defend against a constant barrage of enemy invaders as well as small motherships. Unlike most space shooters at the time, the invaders don't attack in waves but in a constant stream. In addition, the enemies don't fire at you, they will only fly down and attack your ship. The gameplay takes place on a 2-dimensional playfield. The top part consists of 13 columns. The center and outside columns will be larger than the other 10. In addition, the 10 columns will be open on the tops as well as the bottoms, whereas the larger columns will only be open at the bottom. Even though the layout of the playfield looks like it is done with a black and white monitor with colored overlays, it was done with a colored monitor. The game begins with a large mothership flying in from the right across the top of the playfield. In the center of the mothership will be a smaller ship. Once the mothership reaches the center of the playfield, the smaller ship will disappear and be replaced by a number, and the game begins. The number will represent the number of invaders the mothership will deploy. As soon as the mothership is in position, the invaders will begin filing out. These invaders will appear out of the mothership at the speed of approximately 5 invaders every 2 seconds. The invaders will move across the top of the columns before landing into one of them. The pattern of the invaders falling into the columns will be as follows. Counting the columns from left to right will be 1 through 10, so the invaders will land in the columns in this order. 1 to 10, then reverse, then 9 to 1, then 2 to 10, and so on. Each of the columns will be able to contain 4 aliens. Anytime one of the columns contains 4 aliens and a 5th one falls into it, the bottom alien will begin falling to the ground. You can shoot these enemies before they land for extra points. When these aliens hit the ground, they will explode and send a shock sideways as 3 times as wide as their ship. If either the ship or the shock contact your base, you will lose a life. In addition, approximately every 10 seconds, a smaller version of the mothership will appear from one of the 3 wide columns. Once this ship appears, it will begin moving downward. You can shoot this ship for extra points, although if you don't shoot it, it will land on the ground in about 5.5 seconds and you will lose a life. Once the counter on the mothership reaches 0, the game will pause briefly while the mothership flies to the right off the screen and will shortly be replaced by another mothership with a new barrage of enemies. This time, the invaders will attack in a more strategic attack as opposed to a pattern attack. The enemies will follow your ship and land in the column near your ship. Once the counter reaches 0 again, the mothership will once again leave and another ship will replace it. This time the aliens will attack in the original pattern, so the odd rounds the aliens will attack like level 1 and even rounds the aliens will attack like level 2, and this will continue throughout the game, although the aliens will appear faster and faster every round. This game was also released under the name Kamikaze in Japan and licensed to Legiant. The game is nearly identical, although there are a few changes. Instead of 10 narrow columns, there are now 14 and only 1 wide column, which is only in the center. The center 12 columns will act the same as Astro Invaders, although the 2 outside columns will not retain the invaders when they enter the column and will immediately fall to the ground. In addition, when an invader lands on the ground, the shock from the explosion will be 5 times as wide as opposed to 3. Also, the mothership will only hold 100 invaders as opposed to 200. Due to there only being 1 wide column, the smaller motherships will only attack from the middle. Scoring for the game is as follows. You'll earn 10 points for shooting the invaders while they're in the columns, and 20 points for shooting the invaders when they're either flying across the top or flying down toward the ground. You will earn either 100, 200, 300, or 400 points for shooting the small mothership, although it isn't exactly a mystery as the game suggests. Similarly to Space Invaders, the game uses a shot counter to determine the score for destroying the ship. The score counter is a 4-bit system, meaning the count only goes from 0 to 15, and after firing the 15th shot, the next shot will bring the counter back to 0 and it will continue. Shooting the ship on the 15th shot will score 400 points, shooting it on the 7th shot will score 300 points, and shooting it on either the 3rd or 11th shot will score 200 points. Shooting the ship on any other shot count will score 100 points. In the game Kamikaze, scoring for the mothership will be slightly different. The score will still be based on the shot counter, although the numbers will be different. You'll earn 400 points for shooting the mothership on the 11th shot, 300 points for shooting it on the 5th shot, 200 points for shooting it on either the 2nd or 8th shot. In addition, you'll earn 800 points for shooting the mothership on the 15th shot, and 100 points for shooting the mothership on all other shot counts. I really enjoy playing this game and would recommend playing it whether in an arcade setting or on an emulator. I like this game more than Dig Dug 2, but not as much as Centipede, so Astro Invader shoots its way into the 52nd position overall. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any games you'd like me to review, please leave a message below or on my homepage. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned to new videos every Sunday.